Have you heard about the basketball legend who got cut from his high school team but went on to become the greatest of all time? Talk about a jump shot to success! But first, have you heard on this day, February 17th, 1934, the first high school driver's ed class was offered at State College High School in Pennsylvania? You could say they really got the wheel rolling on education. Now, before this, people just jumped in cars and they hoped for the best. Talk about a crash course in driving. The class used a single 1929 Graham Page sedan donated by a local dealership. I guess you could say this class really put students in the driver's seat of learning. Have you heard that today is Random Acts of Kindness Day? And I'm not just being nice when I say that. Scientific studies show that performing kind acts releases oxytocin. That's the love hormone. So when you're nice to others, you're basically giving yourself a free happiness boost. I guess you could say kindness really is the gift that just keeps on giving. And this fact courtesy of nationaldaycalendar.com. Wasn't that kind of them? Have you heard that on this day, 1972, the Volkswagen Beetle officially became the world's most produced car, surpassing the Ford Model T's previous record of over 15 million units? I guess you could say they really bugged the competition. Have you heard that today in 1904, Madame Butterfly premiered at La Scala in Milan, Italy? And boy, did it cause quite a flutter. The first performance was actually considered a flopperetta. Get it? It flopped. But composer Giacomo Puccini wasn't about to let his work wing it. He revised it, and 3 months later, it became the masterpiece that we know today. Talk about a chrysalis to butterfly transformation. Remember that basketball teaser I gave you at the beginning of the show? Here it is. On February 17th, 1963, Michael Jordan was born, and he bounced into this world in Brooklyn, New York, and basketball would never be the same. Despite being cut from Laney High School's varsity team as a sophomore, he grew to 6'6", and well, you know the rest. 6 NBA championships, 5 MVP awards, and he even starred in Space Jam. Remember that? I guess you could say he really slam dunked his way into history. And that's what happens when you don't let rejection get you down court. And hey, on this day in 1996, the #1 song on the Billboard Hot 100 was One Sweet Day by Mariah Carey and Boyz II Men, and it ended up spending 16 weeks in the top spot. And that's all for today's edition of Have You Heard? Like, follow, share, subscribe, and leave a comment if you learned something historically hilarious. I'm Troy W. Hudson, the voiceover with personality. Until next time, stay curious, my friend.